an arrangement I did recently of How Firm a Foundation. Such a beautiful hymn. And afterwards, stay tuned because I'm going to do a little tutorial on how I came up with my ideas and how maybe you can come up with your own ideas. Also, if you look below, you'll see a link to the sermon that this arrangement was written for. How Firm a Foundation is such an exciting hymn. And the words and the melody really fit well together. They complement one another. And that makes the piece really exciting to arrange. It's an old American folk hymn, and when I was thinking of arranging it, I very much wanted to capture the spirit of the piece, pay tribute to its origins, and of course paint the text. So let's talk about text painting. When you want to paint the text of a piece, you want to be careful not to microanalyze. It can be easy to want to, like, say that the word high is in the piece, to go high there, and the word low is in there, to go low. And though that works at times, that can actually make a piece kind of wishy-washy and up and down. You want to capture actually the overall emotion of a piece when you're painting the text. So this piece has very strong declarative statements like, upheld by my righteous omnipotent hand, and I'll strengthen thee, help thee, and cause thee to stand. So for something like that, you want a strong sounding arrangement. gravity to it. And of course, with text painting, you want to set apart those strong declarative statements that have important punctuation, like, fear not, I am with thee. Or, I'll never, no never forsake. So, some of this piece is a little bit sadder. There's a few sad lines here and there, like, when through fiery trials thy pathway shall lie. So one of the obvious things you can do is set that in minor. But then the next phrase changes character. My grace all sufficient shall be thy supply. So maybe we should change. There's so many fun things you can do with a piece like this. How Firm a Foundation is a camp meeting hymn. It's an old American folk hymn. So when I think of that, I picture outdoor prayer meetings and open prairies and horse-drawn wagons. And when I picture that scene, I hear Copeland. Because Copeland really created a unique American sound. He set quite a few folk songs to music. And one of the primary elements that Copeland used in his folk song settings were a lot of open fourths and fifths, kind of imitating the sound of banjos and fiddles, like an At the River, sometimes called Shall We Gather at the River. See if you can hear some really open fourth and fifths that are stacked in the piano part. I just love these sounds. You have, here's a fifth, and another fifth. He comes up and taps a fourth above that. We're at Where Bright Angels' Feet. We have this lush chord. A fourth, another fourth stacked on top of it, with its crystal tide for ever. Those open sonorities, I think, really capture that open prairie, outdoor prayer meeting feel. Now you can get rhythmic ideas from pieces like these as well. I thought How Firm a Foundation should definitely kick it up a notch, be a little bit more exciting. So this is Ching Ching Cha. And I love this part. When the morning come, all in grand and splendor. So we have that rhythm. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum ba dum bum. And really, you don't need a lot of different rhythmic ideas ideas for a piece. So you put too many ideas and it can be kind of overwhelming. So it worked really well to use that rhythmic idea for most of the piece and just leave it here and there. I am by no means an expert in arranging. I just do it for my church. It's a small church, Grace Bible Church of Menifee in California. But I really enjoy arranging, and I do it almost every Sunday. So even though I'm not an expert, I hope I can give you some ideas that you can use with your pieces. So take a piece that you really love, or several pieces, and figure out, what do I like about that piece? What can I borrow from that piece and put in some other work? For instance, if you really like a rhythmic idea in one of your favorite songs, then later when you're singing a hymn and you think, oh, that rhythmic idea would just paint that text perfectly, then put it together. Always put text first. Always think of how you will best portray the text. This has been a lot of fun. I hope it was some kind of help to you. Blessings.